Right, here we go. Doom the Dark Ages. It's here. Only if you've got the deluxe edition, but... Still on my 5090, I ran out of time a little bit, so I'll switch to the 9070 XT tomorrow. And have a look at the 5090 today, and then I'll switch tomorrow. Shelton Yule. Well, we don't know, do we? We don't know yet. What else shall I... Should I change the title? We'll see. When it can handle it, I'll change it. Because some of the games we've seen recently, although Doom's pretty good, but... We do also have DLSS 4. I've got that overridden. We've got multi-frame generation. We can actually change that in game from what I saw. I did have a quick look. I guess I'll just run through the settings what I've got really quick. It's quite loud. Got a 4K, so 3840 by 2160. Present from compute. That was in the old game, in the Doom Eternal, wasn't it? I'll leave that on though. I think it dropped the FPS slightly, switching it off. I've got DLAA on. So yeah, frame generation here. I'll have it switched off at first, but you can change it in the game, which is cool. So we can go all the way up to ×4 multi-frame generation. I did have a quick look, and I didn't see any specific ray tracing settings. I think the game has it. I think it's like built into the game engine, I'm guessing. Which is like similar to... I guess it's like Lumen. I haven't read up too much on the engine, but that's what I'm assuming. Texture pool size as well. We'll see. We'll play around with that a little bit. This was like the default, so I might just leave it at that. And go all the way up to that. I'll leave it at that, and then we'll play around with it a bit. See how much it affects things. This is giving me PTSD from Indiana Jones. Because that had texture pool size, didn't it? And that was an absolute destruction of everything. Right, I'm just sorting the overlay out. See you in the final? Oh, what, Man United? Yeah. I was watching... It wouldn't let me comment, because I don't think I'm subscribed. I'm subscribed to That's Football, but I was watching Mark. I think it's on his United channel, isn't it? And I thought, well, I don't want to be subscribing to that, but I saw you in there. I was going to say hi, then I realised it wouldn't let me because I wasn't subscribed. I was like, well, I'm not subscribing to a United channel. You're going to get absolutely battered. Holy. It's like the clown final. The battle of the two clowns. It's going to be an absolutely horrendous watch. Right. Oh, this is the same engine. Oh, yeah. I mean, that makes sense then. Strange... Because that actually had, in Indiana Jones, we actually had path tracing settings, didn't we? If I remember. It's been a while since I played it. How difficult... I'm going to leave it on... I'll leave it on the middle. Because when I was playing last time, that was absolutely impossible. And I don't even know what that was on. We'll just leave all this. I'm assuming you can change all this. Start game. Let's have a look. So this is native 4K, everything ultra nightmare. See how it goes. Refresh rate's only 144. Yeah, no, but VSync's all disabled and everything, so shouldn't matter. That's just my monitor refresh rate, but the actual FPS itself, I've switched VSync off, so it shouldn't cap it. No, yo. Let me know if the game's too loud. It's insanely loud for me. Seems like way too loud. Turn it down a little. Oh my god. It's coming to the game later. That makes it... I think the same thing happened with Indiana Jones, didn't it? I'm struggling to remember. It came later in that as well, didn't it? I think it had ray tracing, but path tracing came later. Was it, or am I thinking of something completely different?
It is close.
The game's loud. I think it's just in the music and the fighting and stuff. It goes like insanely loud and then it sort of goes quiet again.
We found the entry point. It doesn't make sense, sir.
The barrier is still holding, but our scans show that 3 portals were open from inside the village.
What's the max TDP? 575.
The transports. How much time?
So, not quite at the max here, but I think probably this game will be close-ish to the max. I would have thought. I think we were quite close to the max on Eternal when I checked that a couple of days ago.
Bishop Creed. We need him.
This is like the humans from Wall-E, where they're on the little chairs.
This temple must remain guarded.
The village of Colleen is a mining settlement. If it falls, everything will be destroyed, including your Sentinel energy reserves.
I'm hoping, because my mouse is kind of broken. I'm hoping it holds in now. I need to order a new one.
Total purification targeted for the village of Colleen.
Weirdly, like the drag and drop on my mouse just like doesn't work anymore. Here he is. I recommend PC gaming. I like it. I think if you want a solution in which you just plug and play, then maybe console. Like if you do not want to be bothered with any hassle whatsoever. But I personally like it. Right, here we go. Might have to dial in the sensitivity settings as well. It feels okay. Look at this in this area though. 84 FPS we're getting. So it's not insane, you know. Not like a... It is doing it fairly nicely, at least at the moment. The lows look very good from where we are here. But you'll almost definitely, I think, struggle if you're trying to do 4K at least on. Even if you're looking at like a 5080, that'd probably be hovering around 60. What are the controls on this? Why can't I melee? Can I do that? Okay, that'll do it. We'll see how it goes though. I'm almost certain it's probably going to dip into the 70s a little bit as we go through it. How did I do that again? That's pretty cool. There you go, 78 there when I just did that move. Feels quite nice though. I don't know what that is. Shield. Oh, I can block it, can I? Is that hurting me? Yeah, just bear with me whilst I'm trying to work out what I'm doing. Everything else, it doesn't actually look too bad on the rest of the GPU, like 490 watts. I was kind of expecting more than that. Expecting it to be closer to the max, but definitely impressed by these lows. It looks really good, like the frame time. A little bit of a spike there in the frame time, but still like very, very good. Yeah, ray tracing is forced. There is no settings for it as far as I can see, so I'm just assuming it's on and then you can't switch it off. Okay, so some dips down here, 73, 74. 68, there you go, that's the lowest we've seen so far. Critical health, that's not good. How do I get health? There is so much going on. I have a habit of pressing R in this to try and reload as well, and it just doesn't really do anything. Recording is lagging. I don't think it's for me. I've got no drop frames. It might be on YouTube. Nightcraft Joel. So yeah, kind of, it's still going to be kind of reliant on frame generation and DLSS really, if you want very, very high frames. Damn it. I'm taking a lot of damage. Press E. Nice. I think it looks quite nice graphically as well. It doesn't look too bad. I'm stuck. What is that? Can I stand on that? I'm guessing this is probably a little bit of a tutorial type bit, isn't it? Is it CPU bound? Not really. I mean, it's using 25% of my CPU. That's not like particularly high. For 4K, that's like kind of average. It's sort of in the middle really. It's not, definitely you normally get lower usage at 4K, but it's also not the worst I've ever seen. Like, look at Star Citizen, we were playing that yesterday, it was like 60-70%.
Confirmed. Weapon drop incoming in 3, 2, 1.
Zaddy, yo! So yeah, a little bit of a range. I mean, we're getting an average of about 80, but we did see lows of about 66, 67, didn't we? So you got like a 20 FPS, 15 to 20 FPS range. Which definitely doesn't bode well for a 5080, because that'll be under 60 in some bits, if you're trying to play it native. But at least it doesn't stutter. Not any stuttering at all. What are these things? Oh, I can... Nice, nice. Oh wait, I've got to do something. Got to hit him, have I? Nice, nice. I think I'll run out of the gloves or whatever it is. Fire looks pretty good as well. Am I taking damage? What's that noise? Oh, it's him. What are we thinking so far then? I think it's pretty good. How do I make that? Oh, wow. This is where I got to lock it in. That's not good. So all those, like, rays that hurt you pretty badly. These things. I think when I jump as well, it does damage. That's pretty satisfying.
The main gate is under lockdown.
So yeah, it definitely does dip a little bit in some combat areas. I think 75, 60, in the high 60s. Obtain the key for access. We'll try out, what do I switch on first? Maybe just DLSS first, before we put on frame generation. I wonder where I get those keys from. Ah. I can parry those. Should we have a look at DLSS? So that was also... It might be worth... Actually, that was with DLAA on. It might be worth just having a look with TAA and seeing... just seeing how much of a difference that is in terms of quality and even just FPS, because sometimes you do lose a little bit of FPS with DLAA. That did definitely save, did it? TAA. Doesn't look like too much difference, does it? In terms of FPS. I'd say it definitely looks a little bit sharper with DLAA. I'm always concentrating so much in this game, I barely even pay attention to the graphics and stuff, to be honest. Oh yeah, I can deflect these. Oh. Nice. A lot of destructive scenery as well, which is cool. Find the key. Okay. Go! Can I ride that thing? Path tracing update? What do you mean? What, is it in the game, path tracing? No. Here's the key.
He's at ground zero. Key located.
So yeah, that's for TAA. I don't think there's really too much difference FPS-wise. Maybe 1 or 2 FPS, but probably not going to be noticeable. I think I'll probably just leave DLA on. Okay, here we go. Got a little map as well. What was the keybind? Alright, it's tab. Gonna just now try it with DLSS quality. So this is DLSS 4 as well, so it will obviously have slightly less FPS compared to the other model, the, what was it, CNN model. Alright, switch that there to quality. And that should hopefully give us over 100 FPS, which it looks like it is. I can't imagine it's going to drop down too much, seeing it 102 there. Might come close to it in some bits, but I think you mostly stay above 100. Which, it's still, like I said earlier, for that high FPS, it's still going to be quite reliable on upscaling or frame generation by the looks of it.
Once he kills the demons, the portals will collapse.
Definitely not terrible FPS compared to, you know, some games we get in. It's like 30 FPS at 4K on a 5090. When you max it all out. Oh wow. This is like sensory overload. There is so much going on, holy. That was not what I wanted to do. Need to like melee a bit more. Damn, bro. .1080p, yeah, I'll have a look. We're at 4K at the moment. We'll drop down to 1440p in a little bit and then 1080p. What way do I go? about 8K performance? I'm not on my 8K monitor, I'm only on my 4K. Maybe another day I could look at that. I mean, well, 8K, yeah, we could have a look at 8K at some point, but probably not today because I'll have to switch or restart the game. Could use DSR, but I'll probably just do a separate stream on it. Because it probably won't be that great. I mean, we're at about 80 FPS at 4K, so 8K is probably going to be quite low. It's not going to be like Eternal. Oh no. God, there is so much going on in those bits. I need to shield it more, I think. Not even entirely sure which way I should be going. I can't deflect those, can I? I can deflect that one. Oh, I'm dead again. Oh, not another one. Oh, I was lucky. So yeah, DLSS here, I mean I'm getting 140 here, so that's quite a big jump from where we were. Generally I think it feels okay, not really too much difference between this and native, but it's going to give you above 100. Which is definitely going to, I think, probably feel a little bit nicer than when we had 80 or 90 or so. At least on my monitor, 144 Hertz. Divide the current FPS by 2. For what, 8K? No, it's actually by 4. 8K is 4 times 4K. So it would actually be a lot worse than halving it. We've got another weapon there. How do I switch weapon? Okay. That's what I was saying, because I'm trying to think, on Doom Eternal the other day when I did 8K, we had about 50 to 60, didn't we? I think. But it's because the 4K FPS was like 150, isn't it, or something? Or more. Whereas we're only at 80 here, so it's going to be fairly low. How do I destroy the gate? I've not just got a killer point. There we go. He's only messing around. No, yeah, that's fine. This reminds me of Halo. I wonder if I'll drop it down to ultra performance as well and see what the quality's like. Should be still pretty good because this is DLSS 4. Would expect how power comes down a little bit and stuff as well. Okay, so that's the... This would be the most you can get with just the upscaling, 160. But it has brought my power down now under 400. I wasn't even looking at my screen. I have the other gun as well, don't I? Whoa. It is quite hard. I mean, this is on the middle, and you do lose health insanely fast, don't you? I think I prefer that shotgun as well compared to the machine gun. Is there a ray tracing setting? No. I think it's just on permanently. Where was it that I just went? I can shoot. What the hell? I'm stuck in it. Oh wow. Just keep trying to kill them. And hope that gives me health. Damn it. There we go.
All hell gates closed. The village is secure.
So we'll switch to multi-frame generation in a sec, have a look at that.
Tier 5 readings in the
Overall, definitely just doesn't, you know, probably one of the better performing games I've seen in a while. I can't think of anything that performs this well in terms of the frame time, like the lows. Like a brand new game. Like, we just do not get lows like that in games. Like, look. 132.1% low. Look at that frame time. Sheesh! You just don't see that. Did we get this key? I've only got a blue one. Where's this one? Oh, I'm fully armored up. Even the quality, I think. Ultra performance here. I don't know what it looks like on stream. I think you can probably tell a little bit that I've dropped it down, but it's really not too bad. Graphics quality still looks pretty good. It is kind of dark though, so maybe it'd be a little bit more obvious on a bit more lighter. Damn it. I tried to block it, but couldn't do it in time. What? There's so much going on, holy. I don't even know where that came from. I did block it, to be fair. We might have to whack out multi-frame generation for this bit. Can I literally just shoot them from up here? Oh my god, I can. Oh, maybe not. This is the classic cheese. Just cheese it. Oh my god, look at that. Like, does it get much more pro than that? got any more big guys? Oh god, we do. Run! Why did that take off so much of my health? That literally took off the most insane amount of my health. His health. Oh, I missed it. Yeah, it can look a little bit blurry. It's definitely not terrible though. It's ever so slight. Maybe it's just because the game's so fast-paced for me. I'm not really paying too much attention, so it's definitely a lot harder to tell. What's going on here? Oh, it's a fish. That's huge. We might as well, let's go back to, I think if we go back to quality, actually, I'll tell you what, we might as well go back to native, and I can get the latency up on the screen and see what that's like. Where is it? 5080. I mean, it depends on the settings. If you're going to play it native on a 5080, you might be just about at 60 really, because we're getting 75 to 80 here. You're going to be at least probably 15 FPS less than that, maybe a little bit more on a 5080. So you probably hover just around about 60, 65 maybe. So latency at the moment 26 milliseconds. Just want to see how much it adds if I go multi-frame generation times 4. So put it to times 4 there. Oh. It obviously completely and utterly wrecks my frame time just purely because MSI Afterburner can't deal with multi-frame generation, so ignore the frame time, but that's actually really, that's not really added. How much did I say we had? Was it 26, was it? We're at about 32 here. 32, 33. It's going to be, you're not going to be able to notice the difference there in terms of latency. But we're getting about 130, 140 FPS. Which I would be expecting maybe we'd get a bit more than that. It might be because I don't have DLSS on. I would be expecting maybe more like 200. Oh, I thought I was shooting the big thing. Oh, whoa. Oh, I have got to shoot the big thing. Have I? His arm. Shoot him in the face. There we go. This is times 4. We have got it on multi-frame generation times 4. Tell me, yo. It's pretty good. Combat feels pretty good, pretty satisfying. Path tracing, no, definitely not. I mean, if we've got, say, 80 FPS, if you add path tracing to that, that's gonna... Well, we have got ray tracing on already, though, haven't we? So it's maybe another 20 down from that, maybe more. I'm not sure at the moment, though. Is it just lumen? Because it could be maybe 30. It could be like, yeah, on a 5090, it might be like 5060 or something. If you put full path tracing on or something. Trying to think the difference between that and... Trying to think on like Black Myth Wukong where it's like lumen, isn't it? I think you do drop you must drop at least 30 FPS, I think, at 4K. Putting full ray tracing on. It's got to be that at least.
You continue to be influenced by this outsider.
But yeah, no, that was ×4 multi-frame generation. A little disappointed. I thought it'd be a bit more like 200, but I'm doing it from like a... I'm doing it without any DLSS or anything, just it's still native. But it does seem lower than what I'd expect. ×4. From, we had like, what, 70? CYO, how's it going? How did I get it early? It's just the deluxe edition. If you buy it, you get it early. I think you get it 2 days early on the deluxe. Do make sure to drop a like on the stream as well if you haven't already. Try and get as many likes as we can.
The horde is yours to command. For now, Prince Azaric. I will be informing the High Council.
Look at this guy. Huge fan of DLSS. Yeah, I like DLSS as well. I mean, I quite like DLSS 4. I think is really good.
They fear him, and so your dominion over hell is not absolute.
I don't generally personally use it unless I have to, but I always have a 5090, so I can get away a lot of the time with not really using DLSS, but this is the new Doom, yeah. Being a content creator is cool. Playing games like this you get for free. No, I don't. I don't get these games for free. I've only ever got 2 games for free, and that's because I'm a Ubisoft. I have like a Ubisoft partner account now, which means I can get games for free. So in the last 5 years, the only 2 games I've ever got free was Star Wars Outlaws and Assassin's Creed Shadows. That's it. Everything else I've played. What happened? Why did it back me out to the... I'll tell you what, we might as well restart the game. Let me restart with frame generation. Maybe that'll kick it into action. Because you can see there, I've got it ×4. Why does it quit me out to the main menu, though? That was a bit weird. Just restart the game really quick. Kevin, yo! Looks good. Yeah, are you going to get it? Got an exam yesterday. As in like a... academic one. What was it? I don't even remember. Well, the last time I did an exam was when I was at uni, and that was a while ago. There's like certifications I can do at work in like Microsoft Azure, but I'm just like, nah. The thought of having to do an exam, ugh. No thanks. I thought they'd just hand them out for free because it depends. A lot of the time game companies have like select creators, and they only send out, you know, they'll only have like 50 codes or whatever, and they'll send them out to like the biggest channels. I could maybe probably get more if I reached out to like companies, but I honestly just don't have the time. I work full time as well. I just don't have the time to be like trying to keep up with all of that, I'd need someone to do it for me, really. What's going... Oh, it's a chapter thing. Does it just menu me out each chapter, maybe? Is that the next one? That's why with the Ubisoft program, I can join that. Well, I have joined that, and they just basically send it to you. As long as you're in that program, you have to get approved, obviously. I got approved, and then I can play the games early as well, which is pretty cool. And I did apply for the EA one, but I've never heard anything back. Ones like that are easy because I don't have to... I know if there's a Ubisoft game, I can get the code. I can get a code. They'll just automatically give me one. And I don't have to like reach out to them every time and be like, can you send me that? I know as long as I'm still in that program, I know I'll get one on the day. Well, no, it depends. Some games you can play like a couple of days early. But yeah, if I have to reach out to like individual studios and stuff, I just don't have the time.
It powers their transdimensional barrier.
Wait, is this...
Yes. It is an energy field.
Is this the one we did already?
The demons from opening a portal into this world.
Is this the chapter we did already? It didn't look like it, did it?
Is a result of Sentinel civilians falling under the influence of demons and opening portals for them. A mere leak in the dam, sir. If the barrier were to break...
XT, yeah. I'll have a look. I'll switch to the 9070 XT tomorrow and have a look at it on that as well. It should hopefully, I'm expecting it to probably run. Should run really well. Should it be able to do it at 4K as well?
Slayer vitals increasing.
It's remarkable how he can survive the power surge. Yes.
You're learning fortune telling. And you tell me my future.
For the demons. But his resistance to the teller's influence is increasing. A request to the Creed for additional energy reserves has already been made.
Launch the Slayer immediately.
Hardware unbox makes it... Yeah, I mean... Considering the 5090 here at natives running at about 80 or so average, that would indicate it should probably also run quite well on 9070 XT. FSR, yeah, depending on what kind of FPS you want, but we'll have a look. We'll have a look tomorrow. Okay, so this is... Yeah, I don't know if maybe... It just seems a little less multi-frame generation, doesn't it, than what I'd normally expect. Could maybe be a bit of a bug or something. Because there, with DLSS quality and multi-frame generation, look, getting just under 200, which is obviously pretty nuts. But I did say earlier, it's a little bit of a shame to get that high FPS. If you want to max the graphics, you do have to rely on upscaling frame generation a bit still. I think it's mostly okay latency-wise. Like we saw, we only had about 5 milliseconds of latency added when I went to multi-frame generation. Well, it's probably in the like 5 to 10 millisecond range with multi-frame generation. Obviously, definitely not terrible. You're not really going to notice that. If you did want, if you were playing maybe at 4K 240 or something. It still feels fine, I think. Image quality looks fine as well. Has dropped my usage down though. Look, 93% usage. Interesting. What have I got to do? I wasn't even paying attention. Married at first sight? What's that? I don't know what that is. Ellis, yo! Shouldn't lift your shield up, mate. Oh wow, that works pretty effectively. Just slowly unlocking everything. That's not working. Is that not working? Oh look, you can like slow-mo it. Wait, damaging metal will bring it in superheated state. What does it mean? Do this the old-fashioned way. Oh, do you just have to weaken the shields? Is that what I was doing? That is brutal. Yeah, I tell you, I want to go back to native and just drop the graphics down a little bit and see how much we can see what we can do with that. Switch that back off. So go to DLAA. Should drop us back to like 80 or so. There you go, 85. Because to be honest, probably don't really need it on Ultra Nightmare. So you've got, there's like a massive range of presets. Maybe from low, medium, high, Ultra Nightmare, and then Ultra Nightmare. If we maybe switch it to Ultra, has that actually done anything? Oh, it's not. That's the preset. I did want to also have a look at texture pool size as well to see how much that affects things. So that's not really done anything for our FPS, is it? That is the same FPS. Wait. I'm not sure what this slow-mo thing is. Yeah, that's not done anything for FPS, is it? 86. Go back to Ultra Nightmare. Yeah, the FPS is exactly the same. Do you think it's a restart thing? We'll find out if we go low. If that doesn't change at all, it's got to be a restart thing. No, okay, that does give us FPS, so maybe there's just no performance gain, basically, between Ultra and Ultra Nightmare. I mean, there's only a... What's that? That's like a 15 to 20 FPS increase by going from Ultra Nightmare to low. That's, like, really not that great. So, maybe I was wrong there. Maybe it's not really worth it. You might as well probably max it out. Don't mind losing... Well, we're losing 13 FPS here. Like, that's really not that much. I do want to just absolutely max out this as well. Texture pool size. What's that going to do? That's also doing absolutely nothing. Same FPS. Oh, that's not worked. So I think the idea of this is I can get a good angle, right? Is that the... Yeah, I'm still not quite sure of this strategy. Because as long as I just move really quick. Hard to unbox the video about the presets. Yeah, no, I mean we can see here. There's not really any difference. Oh, was that going the complete wrong way? Put my VRAM here though, 16 gig with the texture pool size. I mean, I guess that makes sense. You use more VRAM with it, allocating more at least. Oh my god. So in a sec, probably switch it down to 1440p and have a look at that. We'll leave texture pool size as it is for now, just to keep it consistent. I'll leave it, I think the default is like this. But at its absolute max, it seems to use about, or allocate at least about 16 gigs. So at 4K, I mean 5080. That's its, you know, you're absolutely maxing that basically VRAM wise if you were to max out that. Oh wait, where am I? That's not looking good. Kick him. I did not mean to do that. Easy, mate. How does this, I'm trying to look at how the game saves, because if I do change the res... We want to have a look at 1440p really, don't we? So if we just drop it down, I'll see if that affects the stream at all. I might have to quickly change. I'll just give me 2 seconds. I'm just going to change it quick. Sort the stream out. I think if I resend this, that should in theory work. Okay, cool. That'll work. So I'll drop it down to 1440p. We'll check out native first. So 2560 by 1440. I'll leave it on DLAA. No frame generation or DLSS. Everything's set to Ultra Nightmare. So at 4K we had about... It was about 80, 85. Some dips down, but the overall average is like around about 80. This looks like, at least in this indoor bit, getting an average of 130. It's almost definitely going to dip down once we get outside in combat and stuff. So I'll keep playing through like this. Where have I got to go? Guns, shield, guns. On the big boy. Big boy weapons. What's the difference here? Locked, flare up, blast. What have I done? Oh, I see. You just select. Is it like that? Oh, I see, I see. What does that even do? That sets him alight, does it? Do I have to purchase the first one? So yeah, getting it is going to dip down a little bit here. 1440p sync. We're still over 100 though. So still getting like a... I saw it get quite close to 100, but it's still held above. And then I think it might outdoor and combat. It might dip under. So looking at average, an increase of like maybe 40 to 50 FPS compared to 4K, which is not bad. Damn, that really wrecked me, that did. Critical health. It's not good. There's a way up here, is there? It's quite dark in here. Do I jump in here? I'm scared. I'm sending it. Current settings at the moment, 1440p native, but everything maxed out Ultra Nightmare. Oh, I forgot to change it on the screen, didn't I? YouTube doesn't go above 60 Hertz. No, I'm testing it though. I want to see what the GPU can do. Okay, so yeah, dipping down a bit here, like 113. Odds up okay. 115. At least we're not dipping under 100. What on earth? I didn't realise they could be invisible. That really saves me, that. Oh, wow. It looks good on the screen of no 60. Oh, right, okay. Wonder if we'll ever get, like, playback on YouTube higher than that. What is it? That was a big boss. Whoa. Okay, that's going to be intense. What's the audio in the game like? Is the game still too loud? Damn it, I wasted that. What's that? It's another big boy. I still want to try and get outside whilst we're still at native. Maybe we'll check it out with DLSS quality on for a little bit as well. At least now we know that dropping the graphics settings doesn't really do much for you either. Hopefully get over about 150. Yeah, so do let me know if the game's still too loud. I have turned it down quite a bit. I think those combat bits, it can get like insanely loud. So yeah, DLSS quality on here, seeing an average of about 180. Dip down a bit more, 160, 170. But hopefully it'll stay with an average of above 150 by the looks of it. Power and stuff as well doesn't look too bad. Like 370, 380 now. I mean, that's still quite a lot, but considering where we were at like 520 or whatever it was. At 4K. I'll take anything lower than that. DLSS is the worst thing to happen to game optimization. I don't really mind upscaling because we didn't have the AI element of it, but we had dynamic scaling, dynamic resolution scaling, and even just render scale for like a long time. It's not like a new thing. All it is just the image quality is now a lot better using something like that. And I don't really mind that so much because you can still use those technologies just without the like worse image quality now, which I don't think is a bad thing. I think the issue is frame generation for me. I don't like that. I don't like the idea of that. I think that's more of a problem. I think frame generation is more of a problem than DLSS upscaling is, but guy's stuck inside of that. That's what you're referring to? Oh, right. Yeah, I mean, normally, if you say DLSS, that normally means, or at least people understand that as meaning, like, just the image upscaling. It's the same as, like, FSR. Or XCSS. Because frame generation is normally a different setting. To, like, for example... like in this game, you've obviously got upscaling is your DLSS. This is more like DLSS frame generation, like it's normally a separate thing. Oh shit. Where do I go here? Oh. Because I think the thing with frame generation that's worse is it's like you can just generate frames. Like that's more scary in my opinion. That's more scary than like image upscaling. For optimization, I think. How do I get up there? I'm dead. Maybe not. Because, for example, we can come in here, multi-frame generation, go times 4, getting 180 FPS average here. And then look, 260, 270. I'm slightly convinced that it's not, this isn't the full amount. It's either maybe slightly bugged for me. I'll have to look at it a little bit later. I feel like we should be getting more than that. So it's either a maybe driver thing or a game thing, or maybe it's... I've got the latest drivers, but... Staying with 250 FPS of multi-frame generation times 4. What are these things? Can I shoot those? Are these friendly? They are. Can I... I'm not sure what I can do with those. I've got another weapon. Where did I get that? Yeah, we'll try 1080p out.
Commander, we need assistance out here.
So this is maybe... Oh, this is ammo, isn't it, for this gun, I think. DLSS is still a work in progress. Well, yeah, I mean... It's at the end of the day, it's always learning, isn't it? The model itself can only get better and better and better. But DLSS 4 is like a massive leap, I think. You just look at just image quality alone, it's like... Whoa, that escalated quick. Whatever it takes to improve your gaming experience, you're down. Yeah, no, I think it was in the context of game optimization, though. Like, knowing you can just switch frame generation on to save your problems then makes games optimized worse because you can just rely on those things, if that makes sense. It was just in the context of that. So, with multi-frame generation on here, I'm noticing my usage. Look, 90, 91%, 87%. It seems to have come down quite a lot. When I first started the stream at Ultra Nightmare 4K, it was around 70 to 80. Yeah, but I'm at 1440p here now. Multi-frame generation, that's why the FPS is higher. I get a big fight here. Oh, well, this is... That came at me so quick. Oh no. Big boy. Oh, I'm dead. Oh my god, how was I not dead? So even with latency here, I can't quite see... There we go, the latency. For some reason it disappears on my screen. It's in the top right. But multi-frame generation, even times 4 here. Look, 16, 17 milliseconds of latency, so it's really not going to be noticeable at all in this game. Obviously in a lot of games you've seen it be quite bad, but can't tell the difference at all in this. Where have I got to go? God, I panicked there. What's I supposed to drop down there?
Mark it for him.
That is a lot. Hassan, yo, how's it going? Can I make that jump? I feel like I can't make that jump. And I was right. There's something to do with this. Ah, oh, damn it! No, wait, what? What? You was going to try it on your own GPU. The funny thing is, for me, I couldn't boot the game whilst my iGPU. I had to disable it. Otherwise, the game wouldn't boot. I feel like there should be... What am I missing here? It's the way that I can boot over there. Shoot the shield. Shoot the shield. Oh, that. At that. Boom. Boom. Thanks. Otherwise, we'd have been there all day. Did it say? I thought it said it unlocked something. No? Right, what other settings do we want to see whilst I'm at 1440p before we drop down to 1080p? Let me know what other settings you want to see. And I can check out at 1440p quick before we switch it down more. I'll tell you whilst I'm waiting for you to let me know if you want to see anything else. I do want to quickly... I want to just see if this present from compute does anything. So I'm getting 147 here. I know we did look at this on Doom Eternal and it didn't really make much difference, did it? Might as well have a look anyway. Okay, so that actually does make a fair big difference there, 115. So that's also something to note, I guess. What does it actually say for that setting? It says, recommended for best performance, present the final image from an asynchronous queue. Disable if running into issues with external screen overlay. But yeah, that drops, switching that off. What did it drop to? 115, was it? So that's like almost 35 FPS from what we are. So that's a fair chunk of FPS. So make sure you have that on. Heard a few people have had that problem. I don't want to be that guy, but I had 2 crashes on the Shady compilation. Yeah, there was some... Basically, I couldn't even boot the game. It just kept saying... It just kept... I don't know, it had some weird crash thing, and I googled it quick, and it seemed like loads of people were having an issue. I think it's with... It looked like everyone in the like thread had AMD like 3D CPU, so I don't know if it's specific to that, the integrated graphics, but everyone was saying like they had 9800X3Ds or 7800X3Ds. At least a lot of people were saying it, and I've obviously got a 9800X3D. And as soon as I disabled the integrated graphics, it was fine. I didn't have the issue. So I don't know if maybe the game is trying to like boot using your integrated graphics or something, and it's just crashing straight away. I don't know. But yeah, disable that. If you have that problem, it should fix it. It boots straight away for me. Definitely. Oh yeah, no, definitely leave that on. Yeah, I have left it on. I just wanted to see the difference in FPS. Okay, so going back outside here, we did want to see native, did we? 1440p FPS. It doesn't. It looks fairly similar to indoors, doesn't it? Doesn't look much different. Oh no! I wasn't ready. I was not ready. So you can't run back. Can I shoot these from here? Right, get ready. Oh wow, this is bad. Strategy is to just run. Run for dear life. It's too many. Like, why is my health just immediately so low? Dual mush. Oh, it's a big boy. I'm dead. Maybe not. How many times have I said I'm dead? Oh, no, I'm not. Oh my god, my health is so low. There's invisible ones. Dude, this is not fair. My health. Get him. Hey. Your 4070 Ti has 130 FPS on native 4K or Ultra on this game? That seems unlikely. Well, we're getting 80 FPS. So it definitely sounds like you're probably not at native 4K, but you might have something overridden in Nvidia app. That's not gonna work. How do I hurt that thing? I don't know how I hurt that thing. Oh, I hit the shields off. Maximum health increase, there we go. So let's try and drop it down to 1080p now. We saw that a little bit there. It does drop a little bit in the combat, but it's not a massive difference between indoor and outdoor. I thought maybe it'd drop more being in an open, a bigger area. Christian, yo. $40.90. What were you getting on the $40.90 then? Performance definitely a little bit weird. The performance is good in this, but changing the settings definitely doesn't really equate to much if you're like dropping graphic settings and stuff. Probably a good spot we can drop to 1080p here. Go back to, so you can see DLAA, DLSS. Well, I've got DLAA overridden really, DLSS. Ultra Nightmare. So no frame generation, no upscaling. And I think that looks like that actually might work. Hang on, just let me double check. I think maybe the usage and stuff. I think it seems like it might drop my usage quite a lot doing this, but we check it anyway. Because we weren't really maxing the usage, were we? At 1440p, so dropping it more is only going to be worse, really. So you can see here, 1920 by 1080. V-Sync off. Upscaler. Sharpness I've left that on default. I haven't noticed that's really too bad. It seemed alright as it was. Motion blur off. It's a bit weird how every chapter like sends you back to the menu. It's not like a continual thing. HDR's broken. Thing is, I always have HDR off because it looks horrendous on my monitor. It looks terrible. But that's more monitor issue. It's just not great on it.
Established.
Sorry, I was just checking a couple of things. Okay, we've got like a dash type thing now, I think. How do I do it? Boom. What am I? Is that some sort of... Oh, I'm the big thing. Because here though, 180 FPS, so... We're getting... It's about 80 to 90 or so at 4K. 130, 140 at 1440p, and then getting almost 200 here at 1080p. Look how epic this is. Let me know what I'm doing. Use combo punches. Boom. There we go. And my usage is like 95%. It's very odd usage on this. Not seeing it go any higher than that. I can't move.
The energy relay is under attack.
Because that wall explodes, the city goes with it.
Smack him. Smash up the gaff.
Dimensional barrier is shutting down. We can't stop it now.
Quite satisfying just smashing everything.
The reactor has sustained heavy damage.
No! I lost the combo. Smash literally everything. Tanks, no problem. Buildings, no problem. It's quite satisfying, isn't it? Look, tanks, look. See ya. How many chapters are there on this? What chapter is this? This is like 3 or 4, is it? Oh, I didn't change the res. Damn it. You've never been a big fan of Doom games, but I'd absolutely play this. Yeah, you should give it a go. For me personally, at least what I've played so far, I would say I think I prefer Eternal from what I've seen so far, but it might be too early to tell yet. Oh my god, I can still smash everything up with this. Can I block that? Dude! The amount of ammo! Out my way. Ultra performance. I can have a look. I'm mainly waiting to try and get back into a mission where we're back on the ground again, because I think the performance here is probably going to be a little bit skewed compared to what it would be like in the sort of open world, not open world, but like the actual gameplay is a little different here, because I'm maxing out like 95% usage. I'm fully expecting the usage to be really low, a lot lower once we're actually on the ground, like boots on the ground. I think the performance is like not quite the same. We'll find out. I mean, I'll keep playing it through. Look how quick I can run.
Relay overloading.
We need to pull everyone back. That core will explode. He needs to evacuate now.
I need to evacuate. Oh god, hang on.
He's trying to save the city. Player, there's a strip mine nearby. I'll mark it for you.
Run! Kick him. Definitely can tell the ultra performance here. Like, it looks quite significantly worse. Oh, we are getting 260 FPS. Usage is dropping down more, but I think it'll be lower than that once we get back on the ground. Like, you see how fuzzy it looks here? You see that? Run!
Reports from the makers. Tracking the flare for evac now.
Damn it! I feel like I need some sort of commentator being like, epic Kilimanjaro. Oh god. My hands aren't on the keyboard. Epic. Whoa! 2 hit. I felt like I hit him about 20 times. Need to definitely get the dodging in. How was I supposed to predict that attack then? Must be stupid. Finish him. Boom. DLSS 4, yeah, it looks really good from what I've seen. We'll have to see. I'll have a look at FSL tomorrow. I think FSL 3 overall in games, I was never really that impressed by. FSL 4 is very good. But whenever I've seen 3, it's not really that great. But 4 I definitely think is very good.
The transdimensional barrier is offline. Demonic activity is surging. The Creed has requested an immediate report.
Return to the Sentinel barracks.
I did as you asked. Now please, let her soul be at peace.
And the heart of Argent.
Is sealed in a chamber. I told you, I cannot open it. No one can.
There we go. So we'll play for a little bit more at 1080p. Just so we can get, because I feel like that chapter, the performance might be a little different compared to a normal one. But we'll see. Do make sure to drop a like on the stream as well if you haven't already. We're only 10 likes off 100. Might be able to hit that before the end.
We've tried contacting them. No response.
I sealed it from him, but it is an artifact of immense power. Forgive me.
They're inside!
The Heart of Argent, discovered in AR-722. An artifact said to contain the soul of the last wraith. Powers and origin unknown.
Assemble the guard.
Right, so I'm gonna just go back to native at 1080p just so we can get an idea, and then I'll switch it back again. I think so. It's actually fairly similar FPS, isn't it? Yeah, it's still capped at like 94-95%. It doesn't seem to want to go over that at 1080p, but we're sitting at about 200. So quite a big increase from 1440p. I think we had about 140, 150. Okay, we're dipping down a little bit here, 180. We dip down a bit. Bear in mind, this is obviously at max graphics as well. Even if you set down to ultra low, we didn't really get much difference in FPS. It was pretty much the same, wasn't it? So probably not worth switching it down. I mean, we switched it to low when we was at 4K, and we only gained, was it like 20, 25 FPS? So at 1080p, it's probably not, we can have a quick look. Switch it down to low real quick and see. Yeah, so I mean we gain, yet again, maybe even less. I'm at 214, 212, 214 here. It might even be less of a gain than we had at 4K. Yeah, I mean we're gaining literally like 15 FPS or so. That's crazy. 15 FPS gain between Ultra Nightmare and low graphics settings. That's pretty wild. Even we can have a look at ultra performance as well. So that does increase to about 250, but it does drop my usage 92%. It's not terrible though. I thought maybe be a bit worse than that. 51% CPU usage, so there's still definitely some headroom there. Definitely not as bad as Star Citizen yesterday, where we had like 70%. What game was it as well, where we literally had like 90% CPU usage at one point? Was it Last of Us, I think, when it was doing the shaders? Occasionally in the game, it got up to like 95%, wouldn't it? This definitely looks quite blurry though. Probably wouldn't really recommend. I mean, on the 5090, I can't imagine many people are going to probably run 1080p ultra performance. It's kind of absolutely not much point. Oh wow, look at this. Oh my god. We got to use this. Get me some enemies. Oh my god. Look at this. Oh, I used all the ammo. Absolute mad one. Well, that got a bit spicy. Any other settings we want to see whilst them at 1080p? Probably worth checking out multi-frame generation and stuff, isn't it? If I go to, we'll go quality. Have a look at that. 200. That doesn't really give you too much FPS either, really, just going to quality. Maybe like 10 to 15 FPS. It's not a massive boost.
The demonic presence around the priest signal is getting larger.
Wait, where's my gun? Where's my special gun? He's got armor or something. He's a big boy. Oh my god. Back out of that. Can I test very low? We already did. We already did very low. It's not going to make any difference to the FPS going to very low. Maybe like 10 to 15 FPS difference. That's it. It's basically no difference between the two. The shader on Last of Us. Yeah, it was it part 1 or was it doing it on part 2 as well? I played them really close together. Test, but I remember it doing it on one of them. And I was a little bit worried because I had to RMA my first 9800X3D. And then when that was happening to me, I was like, oh my god, it's gonna break my other CPU. That's one way to do it. And then if we have a look with multi-frame generation as well, definitely a little bit disappointed with that, and I will check later because I'm not completely convinced multi-frame generation is really working to its absolute max there. I mean, it takes us up to 350, which is obviously a lot. Sheesh! That is a lot. So you can get some pretty ridiculous FPS with multi-frame generation. I have absolutely no need for FPS like this, but it's cool to see it either way. It does drop my usage a lot though. Getting 90% usage here with it set to 4 times. Power at like 300, so that's down like quite a bit still. Not terrible. Notice actually the RAM, just system RAM, not even VRAM, is quite it's average on this game, isn't it? 15. I suppose we are at 1080p though. That's actually, I wonder what the like requirements are. I guess it's probably 16, isn't it?
Default energy.
The space is too small. Oh, I was lucky. Marcus, I'll catch you later. Yeah, probably maybe check out 8K another day. We can look at 5K then. Damn it, I thought I lost my shield then. That escalated quick. Panic mode. Oh, I'm dead. Panic stations. I'm in big doo-doo here. Big doo-doo. Oh my god! That went south so quick. I got stuck. I got stuck by the big boy. I got stuck in like his belly or something. Not ideal. God, it gets you through walls. That seems so unfair. It actually goes through walls, those like... That does not seem fair at all, does it? What is our latency as well, actually, with multi-frame generation on? Really impressed, actually, by that multi-frame generation latency in this game. It's really not too bad. That is crazy. That is absolutely insane. I normally find the best strategy here is to just keep running around, which I kind of give it a rest. Just keep it moving, you know. I've got no melee. It's this big boy. What do we do with the big boy? That is the question here. What do we do with the big boy? Not that gun. There we go. Evan, thanks for subscribing.
Outside. There's a path through the tombs nearby.
You've got 15 gigs of VRAM, 13. Yeah, that sounds about right. I probably will use a bit more. How much total RAM do you have? I have 64, so oftentimes it will use a little bit more. Because I have more to spare. Big old hole. Oh. Another weapon. Hello. Precision. High damage, slow rate of fire. What happened? My game's gone. It's almost like a sniper type thing. I just quite like the shotgun. Oh no, not this again. Get him! Oh, there's loads of them. Oh, that's about... No! I thought he was ready. He was at one point. He had the finisher. Because I saw it. But then I think I waited too long. Where are they? don't like it. Almost there. Where did that come from? Oh, we did it, we did it. Right. I'm gonna have to, I'm gonna sort of have to end the, stream a little bit. Activate upgrade. I'm gonna have to end the stream there because I've got to head off and do some stuff. But it's been fun checking this out. Like I say, tomorrow I'll switch to the 9070 XT and we'll have a look at that on this as well. It should hopefully run pretty well. So if you are interested in seeing any of that, make sure to subscribe. I'll try and go live similar time tomorrow, and yeah, we can have a look at that. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll catch you later.